Um, my name is Samantha. Um, I'm 30 years old from Canada, and I have a 10-year-old son. His name is Denver, and I told him that I would start vlogging. He wanted me to play this game that I forget what it's called, but it's something where um, you vlog. Um, it's confusing. We used to watch this, famous YouTuber, JanTDM, when he was about 4. That's when it started. And, he was probably one of the most, or one of the first, prominent gamers who made a living from YouTube. So they have, I really can't remember the name of the game right now. It might be called like Blogger or something, but anyway, so I told him that I would start vlogging because I felt it was a way that I could connect with him without playing, the vlogging game. Because, I'm only really good at shooting people. I play Call of Duty and Fortnite, and like, that's it. So, I'm no good at trying to strategize. So, it's February in Canada. It is not too bad outside, not too cold. There are some places in the state, that are further up north, I think, than where I'm from, London, Ontario. I play a lot of Call of Duty with people from the States. Sorry, there was a small diversion there. Okay, so vlogging, right? I don't even know what to vlog about, really. Let's see. Let's vlog about life experience in general. So, I believe, that a person who, just because a person's age may be above another person's doesn't necessarily mean that they have more life experience. I'm 30, so a person who is, say, 40 might not have, as much life experience, or, people go through different things in life, so universally, what is a person, to believe? I feel like it all comes down to perception, what a person perceives and what a person doesn't perceive. So for me, it's taken me a long time to get there. Like, honestly, like, I used to, be easy to judge people. I used to be easy to label them. And now, for the last few years, I've honestly wondered, like, what is the point? I wouldn't want people to label me, or necessarily, even if they, labeled me as a good person or as a bad person, but like, when I think about it, deeply, it's like, what is good without bad? How would a person know what's good without knowing what's bad? It's just like experience. So it's being able to find that modicum in the middle, that, um, what's the word I'm looking for? That, you know, middle ground, but that's not the word I'm looking for. It's, indifference. Yeah, I feel like indifference, not having to label things as good or bad, but just having to label, not even having to, but like labeling them as necessary, So that's why lately I try to, go through life as in, like, this is whether or not it makes me feel good or bad, it was necessary for evolution or my life experience. Evolution is a whole nother topic, so we'll get there on another vlog. But anyways, so I try to keep maintain a happy middle ground in difference. I try not to judge people for sure, because I don't know what people have been through in life. I don't know a person's experiences in life. I know I've experienced a lot of, what I would have deemed as negative things in my life. but I don't feel like I'm a negative person or turned out negatively for the negative experiences that I had in my life. If anything, it's taught me the opposite, right? Which is, because I had negative experiences or things that I deemed as negative, when it expanded my consciousness, it expanded my awareness, really. Because, like, if I was constantly, if I didn't know any better, if I constantly experienced that and never experienced the goods, like the better things, or like, good things in life, or that, hang on, sorry, another interruption. Um, I'm sure it was there to teach me the, beneficial needs of concentration. So I'm gonna take it as that anyways. Um, so yeah, recently, I felt like a lot of things in my life have been, negative to me, and I don't blame outwardly, or, I don't blame people for the way that I react. There's a saying that is, the way that you treat me is your path, the way that I react is mine. So I take responsibility, and understand the consequences and for my actions. And I'm not, the best person. I'm not a saint. I do make decisions I'm unproud of, but I have to live with that at the end of the day. So I try not to project that outwardly to other people. And if there's anything, that I can vlog about, I'd hope it would be to help somebody, not to, demean somebody, or not to detrimentally affect somebody's life ever. I try not to have, negative feelings. I don't have negative intentions towards people. Yeah, I experience anger and frustration. I do, but I work really hard to transmute the energy into a positive and healthy way. And I understand that not everybody is able to do that. And I understand why. I can understand why. So I try to help people through, emotions, I guess. Emotions are extremely important to me. I don't even know why, really. It's just because, like, I don't make things, or I don't make decisions, like, logically. I wish I could. God, I wish I could. But, I've always experienced things. People have always told me in life that I'm too sensitive, I'm too emotional, I feel things too deeply, and I used to believe them for a long time. I was different, sure, but I feel things deeply. I'm a highly sensitive person, and I'm okay with that. If I feel love more than somebody else does, or if I feel, anger more than somebody else does, I'm okay with that, because I know how to, for the most part, I should say, not always, healthily deal with my anger. Like, yeah, not always, of course not. I mean, sometimes when I do get, like, I feel like backed in a corner, or um, to a place where I don't know how to deal with my anger positively, I self-sabotage. And that's because I feel like, subconsciously self-sabotage is better than sabotaging somebody else. So it's something that I have to deal with and get over. And I try every day, like, I tell people I wake up consciously, every single day with the thought to be a better person than I was the day before. And a lot of days I don't. I mean, fuck, a lot of people, consciously be shitty people. And sometimes I am consciously a shitty person. But I do feel regret for that. I do feel guilt at the end of the day. I mean, I only ever want to be a good, loving person to other people the way that I would, hope or expect them to be to me. So I guess my motto or my mantra in life really is, do unto others as you would have done unto you, you know. Growing up in high school, I was not the greatest person to people. I didn't know who I was, you know. I was vindictive, petty, you know, made fun of people, and I think about it now, and I regret it, you know. Why? What did I do that for? Did it make me feel better to make other people feel worse about themselves? Not really, no. Because when I thought about it late at night, you know, I thought, what makes me any better? That doesn't make me better, that makes me worse, you know. The fact that I feel like because they're different, that, you know, that I'm better than them. Nobody is better than anybody. There is no right, there is no wrong. There is either love or hate, you know. Like, you can choose to love people, truly love them, like, you know, no matter what they do. There's like unconditional love, which a lot of people don't know, you know, anything about. And then there's anything else, which I believe fosters, like, you know, hate, greed, corruption. It's that, you know, society, or, you know, the government's way of, you know, separating people, secluding them, isolating. It's just when you try to put people individually, even by race, you know what I mean, or by anything. Like, no, my racial, like, or sorry, my racial, I'm not racist in any sense. You know, a person's skin color has nothing to do with, you know, their benefit to me or their value in life in general. Neither does somebody's, you know, intelligence, like their IQ level, their what they know, what they can do, their physical ability. Like, no, one person does not make another person invaluable. Um, when you can truly, honestly love and appreciate everybody for exactly what they bring to the table, then you can learn to love and appreciate yourself for what you bring to the table. So I guess I'm blogging about love, which is kind of, you know, cliche, but I hope it helps. I'll vlog tomorrow. Denver, this is for you. I love you. To the stars and back.